Number one rule, we keep our foot on the gas.
Disrespect us on our show and get a foot in your ass.
From the beta IE, we've been focused on cash.
Welcome to the Brotherhood, it's the Bruddaz Podcast. It's the Bruddaz Podcast.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to the Bruddaz Podcast. This is season 2, episode 26. I go by the name of Savvy6.
It's your boy YUNGSAV.
Your boy GUAPO Official.
Yeah, we got GUAPO Official for this episode today. Before we begin, make sure you guys drop a like, drop a comment to boost the algorithm, get this in front of more viewers like you. Hit the description down below. Make sure you subscribe to all of our channels. You follow us on Instagram and all of our social media links down there. And in this episode, you will find GUAPO. Yeah. So what's going on, man? Thank you for coming in, pulling up.
Y'all for having me, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah. So you say you're how old are you?
I'm 31 now.
And you've been rapping for how long?
I think I started taking rap serious, I would say, when I was about 26. So
26.
It's been like 5 years now.
Oh, 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're 5 years in. Okay.
Yeah, roughly.
Cool. Before that, though, like, what were you doing?
Before that, I was in the Army, realistically.
Oh, yeah, you said you was in the Army for, what, 3.5 years?
Yeah, about 3.5
Let me
years.
fix this mic for you, bro. Get this a little lower than me.
Yeah. I'm not that tall.
It's all good. No, it's all good. It's all good. We just want to keep it, because we've had audio issues before. And I want to make sure this is a cool episode for you. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you say you was in the Army.
Yeah, I was in the Army. I was a fueler in the Army, actually. Like, I was following tanks around and shit in the field.
So you were the one, like, if they were running out of gas, and you would just be like, so you was giving them the gas.
Yeah, pretty much.
The gas, man.
Pretty
You
much.
have to go out there
I
and
mean,
be like with the petrol.
It was that, and then they also put me in tanks sometimes, where I was shooting at targets and shit.
Okay. So at the time that you was doing your term,
Yeah.
were you ever, like, involved in any battle?
The closest that I came to actually seeing battle was when I was on the borderline of Russia, when they first announced that they had nuclear warfare. I actually was literally on the borderline of Russia.
Damn, that's crazy.
So we didn't have any actual like conflict at the time.
Yeah.
I got out right before the conflict hit.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was fortunate enough to not have to deal with that, but I did lose a homie
Uh-huh.
when I was in.
Yeah. And this was a homie that you met there, or you knew him before?
Well, I met him, like, I want to say about 2 years before. Like, we made a connection, whatever, at the range. And we had chopped it up about life and stuff, where we was from and everything. And they went down, we were told specifically to stick to certain roads.
Okay.
And not to take shortcuts. And they took a shortcut through the field, and they hit a bouncing Betty. Blew the whole vehicle up.
Damn. And that's how you lost your homie?
Yeah.
That's hard, man.
So, I mean, I got to see a little bit of what would be like in a war, but I didn't experience it myself.
Yeah.
No gunfire or nothing like that. The closest I got to that was the range. So,
Okay. So how you think life was, like, right after the Army? Like, were you working a job, or like?
it was life right after the Army was really difficult to like reaccustom myself to like society, because all I really knew was like soldier stuff, realistically. But coming back into society, and like seeing the way things had changed and the way that people were and who I was as a person, I had to rediscover myself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like I was the same. Like, my level of discipline
Right? I was
and
gonna
my
say
level
that.
of patience was entirely different than before I had went in.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
feel
say
like
that.
I grew up.
Well, because I mean, you go through when you're in the military, it's like boot camp. You get that discipline. You don't have anybody there joking around with you like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have any of that bullshit. Everybody is there for that discipline.
I actually got in trouble.
so-
On the same card.
Yeah, so you end up coming back to society, bro, and then you start like looking at everybody like y'all act like fools. Like, what the?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I
And
totally get that.
I reflected on
Totally get
myself
that.
when I had first entered the military, because I was that same fool. When I had first entered, I got in trouble my very first day of boot camp.
What'd you
My
do?
very first
What'd
day
you
of boot
do?
camp. Okay, so I had a drill sergeant that was like a hard ass. His thing was
Like Major Payne kind of
he was
drill
like
sergeant?
Major Payne, like he was trying to take you to the back and fuck you up type thing. So like me and him, we had got into it because we had females, right? There was different platoons, and the platoon across from me was a bunch of females. So with them, they snuck in tweezers and like a little blade, and they was doing each other's eyebrows. And like they was putting slits and everything. You're not supposed to do
Yeah,
that.
right,
You're
right,
supposed
right.
to be just
Like professionally,
you feel
like
me?
or like
Yeah,
in
you're
uniform.
supposed to be
Yeah,
natural.
yeah,
So they was popping out with they fleek eyebrows and everything, and then the drill sergeant was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
So they woke everybody up about 2-3 in the morning, and made us run laps around the thing,
yeah.
around the whole like courtyard, and then they broke out a box with scissors, and bro said, "Y'all gonna cut grass with scissors."
Oh damn.
After we had just been running for a solid 20 minutes doing laps, everybody burnt out. And I looked at bro and I said, "No the fuck I'm not." He's like, "What'd you say, Private?" I said, "You can go fuck yourself. I ain't cutting grass with scissors." And he's like, "All right, I got something for you." Took me to the back, had me doing I did about 200 push-ups. And he's like, "You gonna cut the grass now?" I was like, "You can still fuck yourself. I'll do this all night. I ain't cutting no grass with scissors." And then he told me just to recover, which means you gotta get up, put your hands behind your back. Told me go pray, rest. He's like, "I kind of like you because you remind me of myself, but don't tell nobody I said that." And took me back to the front. A couple days later, I had got written up, but
Yeah.
he made me the platoon guide on. So I had to be in the front of everybody with the flag. And I had to guide everybody. And when he
While you were
wasn't
running,
there,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And when he wasn't there, I was in charge of the platoon. So I got in trouble on paper, but realistically, like he started to be
He
cool.
gave you like a level up. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
he
go
gave me
ahead.
like a level up.
Yeah.
But he couldn't promote me leaving basic training because of that one write-up. He wanted to give me E2, but since he wrote me up, he wasn't able to promote me.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was like a blessing and a curse, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
but-
I like you, but let this be a lesson at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, I did end up becoming a section sergeant on paper for a couple different sections. Like I was in charge of the fuel point.
Okay.
I was in charge of food and water. I was in charge of the dispensary that we had for the oils, and like they was gonna do an oil change or something like that. I was in charge of the little stock room that we had, and then the ammo pad. I was a secondary, and then I did satellite communications and CBurn. So I had
Okay.
a book like this big, specifically like where I had to sign everybody's stuff out, and I used to kick it with the sergeant major, and I would drive my master sergeant around. So like when it came time to be in the field, there was this little side field. When people was eating MREs and stuff, they was door dashing to me and my master sergeant. So I was in the Humvee, you feel me, chilling, eating DoorDash, and we was drinking Hennessy out of a flask. Yeah. It was a different type of time for me. I didn't have the same military experience that a lot of people did.
Yeah.
It was still a lot of fucked up shit that I had to go through, like the basic training and everything, but realistically, on the flip side, things were a little bit different for me. I had a little bit better than the next man
Because your job was different.
because my job was different.
Right.
Now, if I was combat, you feel me? If I was infantry or something, I would have had it on the rough side.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because that's how that's how they maintain your discipline.
Yeah, I had it like
You
rough
know.
enough, like 75% of what they did.
Yeah.
Because I was always attached to them and I had to be there for the hours they was. But I wasn't doing the combat stuff that they was doing.
Yeah.
You're their bandage and keeping them. How you say? What's the word I'm looking for? Like hydrated and shit.
Yeah, keeping them
Making sure
alive,
they
basically.
keep pushing on what they got to do combat wise.
Yeah.
Giving them their
There you
food,
go.
their water, and everything that they needed. So,
So you say you were there for 3.5 years?
yeah, about 3.5 years. I got
Um,
out a little bit early, though. Like 2 months early.
Okay. Like by choice or?
It was actually, I had some stuff going on in my family
Yeah.
where my sister was in and out the hospital.
Okay.
So I talked to the command sergeant major, and he filled out the paperwork and let me leave early
Okay.
because there was nobody to be there for my sister and my nieces when she was in and out the hospital.
Yeah, I understand
So
that.
it was
okay.
it was a
Family
very
emergency.
Yeah,
type
it was
of
like a
thing.
family emergency thing, and they
Yeah.
almost tried to tell me no.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they tried to
Because
kick
at
it
first
back.
they're going to demand that and keep directing that. Because
They wanted me to finish
when
my
you go
time.
there, you know that. You know what I mean? So it's like, but you still took the chance and it
Yeah,
was a gamble for you and it worked out. You know?
it worked out. It definitely did. I still got my benefits. I got an honorable discharge. Everything was good. And right now I'm getting 70% disability
70%.
Yeah,
Did
70%.
everything by the book.
for the rest of my life.
Mm.
But they granted me that through a couple things. It was eczema, my leg. They're supposed to reevaluate my leg to try to push me to 100% because
Yeah.
they didn't fully evaluate it. But the 70% I have is for PTSD from the military,
Yeah.
and that's one of the hardest things to get approved for. So I got somebody watching over me.
Man, the military, it's a lot of mental. It takes a big toll on you, bro, mentally.
Oh, it does.
You know,
It's
like
draining.
you hear stories about people coming out from the military. PTSD is like one of the big ones that people have usually.
Yeah.
You know, the trauma. You know, whether they start to get out of shape by getting injured, and you know they can't walk the same. And man, there's I think my wife was saying something about, or who was saying some shit about like there was this dude, and babe, was that you that said that he had like the pan, huh? Yeah, he had a pan as a helmet, and he kind of just freaked out, and he acted like he was in war, and he had like the spatula or something as like a, you know what I mean? Like it's some shit you see in the movies.
You get like episodes, realistically. Like,
Yeah, I think that's what that was an episode for him.
yeah, like
Yeah.
like certain people have different kinds of episodes, but my episodes with like leaving the military, the worst one that I've had was I woke up like out of breath, like I couldn't breathe, like I couldn't, like I was like panting and shit, like
Yeah.
my body was shaking. I woke up out of my sleep, and I started looking for my AR. So,
what the hell?
Yeah, like because I had an M4A1 when I was in the military. So like I was freaking out. I thought somebody was like trying to get me or something.
Oh,
This only happened once, and I was like shaking. I was woken up out of my sleep from it. Couldn't breathe, nothing.
man.
And I went and I talked to one of the people from the military about it, like one of the civilian side people that help military people. And they told me that's a sign of PTSD. So that happened. And then there was one time where my head got stuck in the couch, because I guess I was like moving in my sleep. Like this was, I
It
want to
got
say,
stuck in the couch.
a couple years ago.
Like in between the cushions?
Like in
and
between the
shit?
cushions.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, because I'm a weird person, to be honest. I love couches. I sleep on a couch, bro. I had a bed, I sold the bed, and I went and bought a futon.
Yeah,
I've been sleeping on
choose a
futons
couch
my
over
whole
a
life,
bed.
bro.
Yeah.
Futons all the
Yeah,
way.
it's all good.
Even when I'm up, millionaire, I'm gonna have the nicest, most comfortable couch in the world. You gonna find me on that in my bedroom every day. I don't know what it is, but
He's like, I'm a couch
you
man,
feel
fuck
me?
a bed. Shit.
Being like a gutter baby, you feel me? Like growing up like that, where all you have is a couch to sleep on, it kind of just like accustoms to you.
Right.
And you just
Yeah.
gravitate toward the couch regardless of whatever bed you got.
I feel
Facts.
that
Cause
shit.
I had a Tempur-Pedic pillow
We
top.
be sleeping on the couches all the time.
It's comfortable as hell.
Just
Can't
something
nobody
about
tell
it.
me
Just
different.
something
It's
about
the
it.
Crash
couch.
out on the couch.
I like
don't
to
know,
be
I
like at a
always
weird
be doing
angle,
that
you
shit,
feel
bro.
me?
Just passing
You
out,
too, you
she'll
sleeping
get
on the
up.
couch.
She'll get up and she's like, babe, get your ass up out the couch. And I'm like, man, the couch is comfortable.
It's funny because we be switching off. She be on the couch, I be on the couch. She be in the room, I be in the room.
Yeah, there's times
like,
where I'll get off
my
work and
niece and
sometimes
my
I catch
mama
her
was
on
hot.
it too.
Because they came home, they seen the bed was gone, and there was a futon there. They're like, what the fuck happened? I was like, y'all know I'm not sleeping on the bed. I had to be burnt out, exhausted. We got to be on a trip somewhere where there's not a couch.
Yeah.
Because we got a B&B one time, and they had this big fluffy couch. And as soon as we walked in, I said, I know where I'm sleeping.
You're like,
know where
you're like,
y'all
yeah, I
gonna
caught
find
dibs
me.
on that motherfucking
I was
couch.
like, y'all got dibs?
So you really got a thing for couches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always been my thing.
Yeah. Well, would it sound weird if I said I got a thing for sponges?
Nah,
Like cleaning sponges.
ain't nothing wrong
I like
with
to
that.
try different sponges.
I'm big on texture.
He's the sponge.
I'm a texture person, and I
Yeah.
like the texture of sponges. Like sponges is
I just like the functionality
I don't
of
like
how
the wire
good some
one,
of
though.
them are. Nah,
I don't like
the
those.
wire
Is
one.
weird to me. Like if you got one of those in your sink, I'm staying
Like
away.
I got all different kinds of scrub daddies.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you
He
got the
said
little,
you
if you got
going
the
on
wire
and
shit,
saying,
you
I'm
would
saying,
different
wait.
kind of crazy.
Yeah,
You
no,
clean
not
it with
the
metal.
not that.
shit.
Nah.
You clean
I like
it with
that.
You
metal.
talking about the it's like steel wool kind of?
yeah, no.
I never understood that because you scratching the shit out of your plates and all that. I
You
mean,
clean it
Yeah.
with metal.
dude, yeah, you scratching your
Even like the
non-sticks.
metal flake fibers. and
Yeah,
all
you
that
might as well
shit
throw
in
some
there.
oil in that sink. Get the oil change or something. Like, come
You
on.
might as well throw some oil in
Come
that
on,
thing,
bro.
man.
Like, no, sponge gotta be squishy. You gotta, like,
Yeah.
SpongeBob type shit.
It's very-
Yeah. We're not doing the steel wool.
That's funny.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm really big on texture though. Like I can't even. I love the flavor of shrimp, but
You
I
go-
would not eat shrimp.
You gonna make me look at couches now. Like I'm gonna be FaceTiming you. Hey, what you think about this couch? Should we get this?
Oh, I'll let you know. I'm gonna be like, bro, yeah, that's the one. I'll tell you.
He'll be like, let me see right there. Let me see the quality
Yeah.
of it. He's like, what's it feel like?
Yeah,
Texture.
hold on,
like,
what's the?
You said you like shrimp, but you don't like the texture of it.
Yeah,
It's kind of, I feel you on that.
That's the one thing
Like-
I don't do the pop.
Like when you
don't like
bite
shrimp
it,
either.
when you
Yeah.
bite it, it's kind of like meat. But when you like,
It's like I'm biting
I
on
get
myself.
you.
It's like biting
Nor,
muscle.
Yeah, I
bro.
get you.
oysters. I don't really fuck.
It's like
with
a strong
oysters.
muscle.
Yeah. I'm weird about oysters. I can't do the actual like plated oysters.
Yeah,
It's
I
got to
can't
be the
fuck
one
with
out the
oysters.
can. The one you pop up, you throw some tapatio on it. That's
Okay.
my type of oyster from the can.
Okay.
The cheap shit.
He said,
Oh,
I'd
the
rather,
cheap
I'd rather
shit.
get the other stuff.
I ain't
one
doing none of
they-
that
they-
fancy nothing. Like I went
they-
to a restaurant with like my French class when I was in high school, and they was talking about escargot, and I heard S car and go at the same time. I'm like, oh, we going to like a car race or something? They're like, no, it's like snails and it's like some type of fish.
Have
or
you
Yeah,
something.
tried
it's a
it?
certain-
They put it in front of me and I told them no.
you never tried it.
No.
I've never tried it, so I want to know if you did.
Yeah, no.
Nope, never.
I'm not.
You
eating,
never tried
I'm not,
escargot?
I'm not eating a snail,
eat
and
it.
I'm not eating. I think it's like fish
I ain't eating
eggs
no
or
fish
something.
shit. Anything that got to do with fish,
yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not a fish
I'm not,
person.
I'm not a fan of fish.
I like
At all? Like any fish?
Nah.
There's
I
one
told you this
specific
before.
fish that my mom used to
Like
make
a
when I was
while
young.
back.
It was a red snapper,
Okay.
and it tastes like chicken.
Okay.
So it's cool. It's cooked, fully cooked. But
Salmon is pretty
Yeah.
fire. You eat salmon?
Yeah, salmon's cool. Red salmon,
Tuna.
Salmon
Tuna's
would be
cool too.
alright.
and then
That's
red
fish
snapper,
too.
and then
I mean, I
tuna's
guess certain
cool
fish
too
is
because that's
alright.
all I had at one point. Cans of tuna. We used to just eat like tuna sandwiches.
I don't eat crab
Oh,
or lobster.
I like artificial crab, but I don't like the real thing.
Yeah, see, artificial crab. That's like a
It's a bottom
California
feeder fish.
roll.
Yeah, it's like a bottom feeder fish.
Bottom feeder. So wait, imitation crabs
Yeah,
are bottom
imitation
feeder fish?
crab.
Yeah.
Crab is actually a fish.
I
Believe
thought
it
it
or
was
not.
made like that. Like they
No.
make that shit like that.
It's a fish.
So what kind of fish is it?
I don't remember the
It's
name
just,
of it.
it's just a fish with claws.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but it's a.
Motherfucker.
It's
And it
like
moves sideways.
So it's a crab, right?
no.
It's a fish.
Imitation crab has nothing to do with crab. It just look like it.
Yeah,
It's a
fish.
different kind of fish. It's a low end fish.
Then why don't they just call it that
Those
fish?
are the ones that clean.
That's
up.
what
That's what I'm saying. You know, I said
I
the same
figured
shit.
because it's down there with the crabs, they might as well call it that.
I mean,
feel me?
it's
But
because you could sell it higher
don't-
than what the quality
realistically,
is
I don't
and
know.
pass it off as a crab.
Yeah.
And most people,
It does.
you feel me? Most people, I'm telling you, Karen is not gonna know that it's not a real crab. Karen's
It's like
just gonna
those
know it
ones
look
that
like a
just- they
crab.
just
It look
feed
like
the
a
bottom
crab,
feeder
right.
You see what I'm
things,
saying?
you
Like
know?
a lot of these like Valley Girl shorties and shit, like you put imitation crab in front of them, charge them the price of crab. They're not gonna know the difference.
Yeah.
But if you call it a guppy, they're gonna like that's not crab.
Guppy.
Yeah. Like
Isn't that little fish that be like?
yeah. So
Walking out of
if
water.
you tell them what that
He
fish
said, but
really
if you call
is,
it
they're
a
not gonna
guppy.
pay for it.
Right.
But if you tell Karen that it's crab,
She
not
gonna think
gonna
it's a
know the
crab.
difference.
Yeah, she gonna think it's a crab.
and she gonna pay the crab price.
She gonna pay the crab
They're
price.
gonna be like, give me that crab.
Realistically, that's just how the world we live in goes. It's how you played it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna know it's fake.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Everything could be
I learned that the hard way.
seized that way, but it's not how it looks.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean?
everything has more depth than what it is. Not everything is what meets the eye, and that's the reality of
The
society.
Matrix.
As we
Don't let
are
it
now.
fool you.
Don't let it fool you.
Don't let
Yeah.
it fool you.
That's why like a lot of these like high end rappers and stuff like that, they have their jewelry set, and then they have moissanite replicas of it. So when they go out and they out and about, and you think you about to rob him at that restaurant because he got his jewelry on, he got moissanite on. He out in public in the
9 times
moissanite.
out of 10, yes.
Yeah.
So you're not even gonna get a ticket for it because his real jewelry is at home in the safe. Cause he not done. Yeah.
He's still looking good, but he ain't.
He still look the
ain't- he
exact
ain't looking
same.
Still
down.
sucks to die over some moissanite though.
Exactly.
So
And well, those are the people that need it. Y'all need to do your homework.
Yeah,
You
like,
ever heard of don't do something if you don't got the full information on it?
man, if you really that hard up for
Free
somebody's
game.
chain, bring a damn detector with you and figure out if it's real or not.
yeah.
Cause why you gonna smoke bro over moissanite?
Right.
You gonna take it to the pawn shop and they gonna tell you it's not real.
It's
They gonna
Moissanite,
laugh at your
yeah.
ass.
They
like,
gonna laugh. Oh, you
took
thought that
this?
was lab diamond? No.
They be like, there's no pass.
Okay,
The
Dexter's
majority of them got like
laboratory,
an
but
accent and shit. They're like, nah,
We don't
come,
got
come
nothing
again
for
when you
you.
got some real shit,
we don't
my
got
friend.
nothing for you. Yeah, I'll give you $50 for it. Pawn
Yeah.
stars.
Pawn stars.
People that like the reality of the world we live in, they see something shiny and they think it's worth something. At the end of the day, and they can't really determine the difference.
No.
Well, diamonds really don't have much value compared to the metal.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you dare put these people on game. They
Yeah.
need to figure that out on their
Yeah,
own.
y'all gotta. If y'all ain't
Do
peep
your own
game, do your
research.
research.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like we give
bigger investments
enough free
invest in
game.
gold.
Yeah.
Bigger investment invest in gold. Now you could still get a
right.
really good value on rocks if it was like a really big size rock.
Yeah,
and
like a
clarity
certain-
is like crazy.
Like a marriage.
I had that in the bar actually. I said it's clarity in the crystals.
Yeah.
As long as the clarity is there and they could do something with it and reuse it, then it's valuable.
Yeah. But you see, Nipsey didn't really have much diamonds either.
Nah, he was
Yeah,
all
gold.
gold.
All gold. I mean, he still had
But
the
his was
iced out
solid,
Malcolm.
Yeah.
He had an iced out
His
Malcolm.
pendants were iced out, but his
Yeah,
chains
but his
were
chains, man, his chains. I think they're in a museum now, right?
Wait, what he said?
Yeah.
Cuban links and gold ropes?
Gold. Yep.
Yeah.
Like I like all
Cuban
the
links
good,
and
like
gold ropes.
even before I knew Nipsey was doing all that too. I always had like a thing for just, it looked good, bro. Like
Yeah.
just gold chains in general, and then like you ice out the pendant a little bit. It don't look too much or oversaturated. You feel me? Like
See me.
you just layer it up nicely.
Me, I was always a gold person too.
Yeah.
Especially if they're all like nice different sizes
Yeah.
and lengths and stuff.
The
too.
only
Like,
reason
you
why I
want-
wear anything with diamonds in it is because if you see me in something with diamonds in it, it's specifically because it was a gift from a family member and it has a sentimental purpose behind it.
Same.
Like my chains is from my sister.
Mm-hmm.
This pendant right here is from Daniel Jewelers, and it's from my sister,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got a sentimental
cross,
value.
yeah.
So like
Yeah.
family, you
Yeah,
feel
that's
me?
nice. Yeah.
So if
Well,
you see me
sentimental
wearing
value
some-
for sure. Yeah, I get that.
That's my big thing. Like I got a lot of sentimental things that I really fuck with in life, like Dr. Pepper. It sound crazy, right? Dr. Pepper's crazy as hell. Everybody look at me like, what the fuck? I don't like the taste of Dr. Pepper. It's a comfort soda for me. Because my sister that passed from breast cancer, her favorite soda was Dr. Pepper. Every time we went anywhere, it was Mr. Pibb or Dr. Pepper.
That's me right there.
So I always get a case of Dr. Pepper. I still don't fuck with the flavor. I just don't acquire to it. But when I miss my sister, I crack me one open. At the end of the day, and I feel better. And then same thing with the
a
Raiders
comfort
too. I'm not
soda.
a big fan, but that was her favorite team.
So you're very sentimental then. So you be
When
the
it comes
type
to
of
my
person when it comes to your family. Okay, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. So if somebody was to give you a gift, like
Somebody he
I
cares
cherish
about.
that shit. If I care about you and I fuck with you on that level, I'm gonna cherish it. I'm gonna take perfect care of it. And ain't nothing gonna happen to it. I'll die behind it.
That's how you know he don't take it lightly behind them people neither. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like don't fuck with them people. They unfuckable.
That's why people know don't fuck with my people. Like if I consider you my people and I consider you somebody I'm close to, don't fuck with them. You're not gonna do it in front of me.
come on now, yeah.
Yeah. That's why when
That
it's
part.
certain stuff like that hits, it hits different for me.
Yeah.
Cause like if say like somebody does something shady to my brother, it's gonna hit me differently. The same way it hit him, but probably worse. Cause I'm gonna do stuff he's not gonna do
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So I know how I am when it comes to my peoples.
Yeah.
That's why I got loyalty tatted on my face.
I've seen that, yeah.
Cause that's my biggest value in life is loyalty.
Loyalty.
Loyalty make you family. Blood don't.
No, facts.
We can
Hear
share
that
the
too.
same bloodline.
Hear that
But if
too.
you ain't loyal to me, you're not family.
Yeah,
I don't know who you are.
yeah. No, I
Shit
hear
don't make
that.
no difference. Genetics is genetics, whatever, cool. We got the same blood, like you need blood or something, cool.
Yeah.
But if you're not loyal, you're not family.
That's what's gonna take them a long way.
Yeah, I mean, blood just make you relatives,
Exactly, that's it.
you know.
We are related because of
But
blood.
family, you choose your family.
Exactly.
Yeah, we learned that shit
Family,
too.
family
yeah.
reveals themselves to you over the years.
Right.
Of always being there. Like my family, essentially, is very small because my immediate family is just my sisters, my
Uh-huh.
mom, my nieces, and then one cousin that I still like. That's cool.
Okay.
She get on my nerves sometimes, but I feel like that's everybody. But she's still my cousin. I still got love for her type shit. But other than that, it's my brothers. And when I say my brothers, we're not blood. My brothers is like Row Runner KM, Double RKM, Coda or Coda on the mix.
Yep. Shout out.
Flocko
Shout out to all
Montana.
y'all.
That's what actually like he's my manager too. He just be falling out with it, but he's my manager. And Awa 951. Majority of them is artists except for Flock. Flock is like if you need cover arts and shit. But Awa, he's an artist. Roadrunner KM's an artist.
So you got a whole team.
Yeah, we got a team. And then the real J Biz. The real J Biz.
Hell yeah.
We go back since first grade. Bro used to run up the wall and backflip over my head. I remember when I first met bro, we was playing freeze tag, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get him. I had him cornered and shit.
Damn, the days we was outside.
Yeah, bro was quick as shit though, bro. He was so quick, and I finally thought I was gonna catch him.
Dodgeball, all
He was
that.
against the wall, right? and there was nowhere to go. It was a dead end. And I was like, why he running towards the wall, like toward the dead end? I was about to catch him. I was like, I'm gonna get bro. And then he ran up the wall and backflip over my head. At that point, I stopped. I said, you got it, bro. You win. You win, bro. I got it. That's it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can have that. Yeah, because I thought I was that. I thought yeah, he backflip over my head. I said, oh, fuck.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was in like gymnastics or something. And he can still backflip. Bro is like almost, I think he's like 180, 200 pounds right now.
Yeah.
And broke a backflip, standing backflip. It's crazy.
His daughter bold, bro.
Hey, I love kids.
She would remind me.
Kids is great.
That's my daughter.
That's his daughter.
I'm gonna be
that's
honest.
What he do.
Kids is like precious. You feel me?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you gotta preserve the innocence and little things like that. Is why kids is so important in life. Cause the little innocent factor like that, it's completely harmless. They don't know.
Yeah,
they just running. They running in front of a camera. You tell you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
don't know.
They want your attention. It's all it is.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah, kids is precious.
They just living. They living life.
They just living life, and it makes me think of when I was a kid, and I was the same way.
I was the same way. I used to jump on couches and shit.
I used
to flip from bed to bed. You knew you had a gap.
Yeah.
I used to do that flip. One time I used to do that. We used to have 2 beds in the garage when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And my uncles used to sleep back there, so I would flip from bed to bed. One day I was like, I'm gonna take this in the living room. Yeah. Right. So I went on the couch. My brothers and my sisters, they was watching like throwback 90 sitcom shows or whatever, you know, in the living room. They were not paying any mind to me, bro. I got on the couch. I did a front flip. And I think I was like maybe 4 years old. And I did a front flip off the couch. I landed on my back. Wind knocked out of me, and my brothers and sisters did nothing.
Damn.
I had to wait till I recovered my own breath, bro, and I got up, and they didn't give a shit about what just happened.
Like, I'm just there.
I could recall that moment as a child, bro.
Stuck.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, I'm flipping from bed to bed. I did it back to back, boom, boom, boom. Let me see if I can do this off the couch.
Oh.
I did that shit off the couch, bro. I knocked the wind out of myself.
Man, I was like that too. I was bad. I used to drive my mom insane when I was a kid because I apologize to my mama at the end of the day because I was a bad-ass kid. I was the definition of bad, but I was bad in a weird way. Like I used to make forts and stuff. But that was like the innocence, you feel me? Like that was the innocence.
I used to put the kitchen table chairs.
Yeah.
And then you put the blanket right over it.
Over and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch TV, turn the TV on.
I honestly that was the innocent stuff I used to do.
Tight.
But I made the fort because it was for my niece, my oldest niece. We about a year apart. Every time she has a birthday, we a year apart. Yeah. If that makes sense. So like when I have a birthday, we 2 years apart. And then she'll have a birthday, say in January, and we'll be a year apart.
Year apart, yeah.
Yeah. So she's actually the mother of my baby niece and my baby nephew. We finally got another boy. I'm not the only boy no more. So I get to throw ball with him. I get to buy him J's, do all that stuff.
Yep.
I'm about to go Manny when he get a little bit older. When he 5, 6 years old, boy, he about to be the flyest kid in school. I promise you.
Yeah.
On my soul, I'm dropping thousands on shoes. I'm just waiting for it. But that niece, we're like this. Like we gravitate to each other. We could be sitting on this couch. She could be sitting where Sab's at, and she randomly just gonna appear like leaned against me. And we don't do it on purpose. We just gravitate towards each other because our energy. You feel me? Like we was like that since we was kids. Yeah. And they used to call us Pebbles and Bam Bam. I actually have Pebbles on me, and she has Bam Bam on her end. Okay. See. So we like this. We locked in for life. Yeah. That was my sister that passed from breast cancer's daughter. But with her, I was always protective. I didn't talk to nobody until I was a couple years old. They thought I was mute because I would never speak. But I would speak to her when nobody was around. So she was the only one that knew that I could talk. Okay. But I would do bad shit though. Yeah. And then randomly I came out and started talking, and I never stopped. Yeah. So what I would do is a little bit different than a normal kid. I had a little chain, and I put my chain in the light socket. In the socket, and I went and turned it on, and it spun around and shot up. And I used to do that. Like I did it a couple times.
You put the chain
in the socket because I
what kind
knew
of chain?
In my head it was It was like a solid steel like chain, like it was like a stainless steel, like
it was thin though, because like to put it in the socket it would have to be thin, right?
It was thin. It was a
You're talking about you
one.
put the end of it.
The
in
end
there.
of it. I don't know what told me in my head, bro, to unhook the chain, and I put it in there because I knew about electric. I don't know how when I was a kid.
Understood it.
I just understood it, and I stuck it in the socket, turned on the light, and he used to shoot it around the house.
Wait, what you mean? So the chain would shoot from the socket?
When I turned it on, it would conduct electricity, and it would spin.
Oh shit!
I don't know if maybe it was like the socket was like short circuiting or
Don't
something.
try this shit
Don't-
at home.
But
Don't
I
do
used to
this
drive
at
my
home.
mom insane because you would see the little chain fly through the house.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it got to the point where they took it away from me. And then they told me a story when I was a kid that there was we had a rat in the house, and the reason why they discovered it was because I grabbed it. Like my mom was scared. I was like, "Mommy, look!" I was showing it to her, and I was squeezing it, and it was biting me, and the head popped out, like the eyes was popping out, and I squeezed it so hard they had to take me to the emergency room. I was a terrible kid. I did
Damn.
evil shit when I was a kid.
He was like, I was just not intentionally doing it.
It was not
but
intentional. I don't remember
I
half
was
of it.
just,
It's
you know,
what my
I was
family
being a
tell
kid.
me.
Yeah.
I was just being a kid. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, being a kid was different back in my era.
Right.
I mean, back in that 90s era and before the 90s era, kids was different.
Yeah, I used to climb roofs.
I did that too.
I used to climb
used to
roofs.
run on the roof.
Yeah, I mean, you know, nowadays these kids are not
Roofs,
outside
trees.
like that,
They
bro.
not. They on
I used to
laptops and
go.
shit.
I used to go to my elementary school, and I used to climb the gate to get on the roofs. And me and my boys used to just like run on the roofs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun, bro.
That shit was
Did you ever
fun.
climb roofs as
I
a
did
kid?
that shit at
Something about climbing
the-
roofs, bro. You're like, damn, I'm up here.
I want to be up
Yeah,
there.
they
You
work
really want
at-
to see like the views and shit. Like,
Yeah, then you
School that
climb
my wife
trees.
works at and that my kids go to now, it's crazy because like I was telling her, I'm like, man, you remember like back in the day when we used to climb up the damn roof and we was chilling right there on that spot? She was like, yeah. I was like, and now look at you, you work there. I was like,
Yeah.
ain't that some shit?
Ain't that some
crazy.
shit?
Who would have ever thought?
I know. Every time if I was to go back home, because I'm from the Bay.
Yeah.
I'm from up north.
Okay.
Whenever I would go back home and I passed by my elementary school, I always look at that roof, bro.
Yeah.
And I, you know, of course, when we was younger, like that roof looked high up.
Yeah.
But you go by it now and it's actually really short.
Yeah.
It's really not. It
Kids
just
is-
it looks like that because when we're a lot smaller.
But also because it's also an elementary, they make it like a small little building.
Yeah,
you know
the
what I
little
mean?
squares and
Yeah.
shit.
Like, and then when
There's
you
a
up
lot
there
of
too,
them.
it looked pretty high, but it's really not.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
not.
not.
It's really not. It's
Yeah,
it's
like-
a cool little distance though.
Kids is so much different these days.
It's so
like I
much
had
different,
went
bro.
to my niece's elementary, but they're kind of like combined, I think, with like middle school or some shit. And like some of the females
It's
there
'cause
is in
they're
crop
bigger
tops
now.
and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
what
yeah.
Because
the
they're
fuck?
bigger now.
They
Like,
big-
just,
yeah.
I don't know what it is or what.
It's
It's
social
something in the
media.
water.
It's social media.
Yeah, that too. But like they make kids crop tops.
Yeah.
Man, I'll be damned
The
if
fact
I
that
ever
they
have a
make it-
kid.
Yeah, the fact that they make it is wild.
If I ever have a kid, no,
Yeah, my daughter
she not
ain't
wearing no
wearing no
damn
crop
crop top.
tops.
I'll smack the shit out of anybody who buys her that. Cause my kid is not wearing a crop top till she is in high school, about to graduate,
Right.
and then she can make her own decision.
Yeah.
But
Once
before
you get
that,
to that point.
you covered up. I'm
crazy.
sorry,
Yeah.
cause that shit is insane to me. Back when I was in high school, kids was wearing Scooby-Doo shirts and shit. Like I had
SpongeBob
Scooby-Doo
t-shirts.
Jordans. I
Yep.
thought I was the coolest kid ever. I had, you remember Zorro?
Yep.
I had the Zorro J's. OG
Yeah.
J's with Zorro on the sides of them. I thought I was.
So you were
shit.
class of what, 2022?
2012.
I was gonna say 12.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 10. I didn't
Okay.
graduate though, but that's the year I would have graduated.
Yeah, I was in. Actually, I almost didn't graduate because I got expelled when I
Oh,
was
shit.
younger. Yeah, I got expelled. I was bad in middle school. Like, I was bad, honestly, up until, I think I was bad till like 18, 19 years old before I actually grew up.
Yeah, we
I
had our
have all the
time.
When we
tendencies.
say bad, we say like normal, natural bad. The
Yeah,
bad job
not
be
like
doing now
crazy.
is just like courageous.
The bad y'all be
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
now
y'all
is wild.
stupid.
That shit is
That
like,
shit is wild.
Y'all
I thought I was
stupid.
man,
bad.
we talking about like good times and memories.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's what
Like
molded us
like
and
you would
made
call us
type
bad
shit.
for climbing roofs.
Like, it's weird though, because like morally I was cool. Like morally I was a good person. I was loving, caring. I took care of my peoples.
Yeah.
But I was really reckless with myself and things that I would do. So like essentially I was bad to bad people, I guess you could say. But like I was good to everybody else, and I took care of my peoples at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I had actually, I got expelled because I had a box cutter in my backpack, and I had like tagging markers and like shit like that, like stupid kid shit.
Oh,
But the box cutter was because I was moving.
yeah.
We was in the process of moving, and I had just threw it in my bag.
Box cutter.
Because it was like on the floor. or
This is
whatever.
elementary?
No. I got expelled out of middle school.
Oh, middle school.
Like 8th grade, I think it was. And
Yeah.
I went to continuation, finished 8th, and then I started high school normal time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had like tagging markers, and then they got me
The
for
shaker pens?
Yeah.
I love those pens.
And the decos actually is what they
Decos,
was called.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I had a couple fights on record.
Okay.
But people always used to try me because they said I looked like Slim Shady, and I was the only white boy with all my homies was black and Mexican. So, and then I had a couple of Asian homies. I was the only white boy, and they always try the white boy in the group
Outcast.
because
The
they think
outcast
about
one.
what the white boy did to get where they at, to be in that group. You feel me? But
Yeah.
I just grew up with my homies. That's all it
Yeah.
was. In my apartment,
You
all
just
my homies
good
was black
people
and
among
Mexican.
Good
Yeah.
people, you know, that's all. Really.
And they
Color
would call me
don't
Slim
matter.
Shady and shit because I wear Jordans and I had the jerseys and shit like that, and I had the spiky hair or whatever. But they would try me, and I wasn't for nothing. Like I think it was like a week or two into 7th grade. I actually had put somebody in a headlock and flipped him because he came up to me and pushed me, and I can't remember what he did, but I think he pushed me. And then he told me to get the fuck out his seat because I was sitting at a table, and I was like, "These ain't assigned seats. You got me fucked up. I'm good." And then bro grabbed me by my shirt. I said, "All right." Got him in a headlock, flipped him. Because I was in wrestling at the time already. I did freestyle wrestling.
Oh, so you was...
I was like one of the younger cats that was going to
In
wrestling
school?
tournaments and shit.
In school?
In elementary, there was an after school program. There's like these little programs that they had in the city
Okay.
where they teach you freestyle wrestling moves, which is like Greco-Roman, like grappling, and then they had like actual freestyle wrestling too. I did both.
Yeah.
And they have like different drills and different tournaments where they teach you the real wrestling way.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the shit you
Grapples
see
and
on
shit.
TV.
Right,
the
right,
real
right.
grapples and shit. So I was already learning.
Uh-huh.
And by that time, I had already been doing it about 4 years. So I put bro in the headlock. He started changing colors and shit, bro. Man, bro looked like like you ever seen like them Jawbreaker candies?
Yeah, yeah.
After you get through that
They
first
change
layer and
colors.
it's like bluish purple.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he looked like one of those.
He's a jobber.
And they had to rip me off. But I had blacked out. I don't really remember too much. I seen it on the camera when they showed me when they was suspending me. I was like, oh shit, my fault. At the end of the day.
You're like, shit, he pulled me.
Yeah.
Damn
I was
it,
like, he
just
came
trying
to me
finish
first.
where he started,
I was
shit.
just trying to eat my lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He over here talking about this, his seat.
Yeah.
I don't see your name nowhere. Like,
Like,
shit.
I looked at and I was like, assigned seating? In the
Yeah.
lunchroom? No. Yeah, and then I got into trouble again after that because I was in a history class and dude, he came to me, he was like waving some shit in my face.
Yeah.
So I grabbed bro and I threw him over the desk. I
Oh,
mean, I threw
shit.
both of us. I went like this and we both
And
went
you
flying. I
both
was like
went
this.
flying.
I was on top of the desk holding him like this, trying to hit him, but I couldn't reach because my arms are short.
Uh-huh.
So I was like this, trying to get to him. I still remember Miss Carol. Yeah, she's my history teacher.
I had a teacher named Miss Carol.
Yeah, Miss Carol at Shamawa.
I think a lot of people
Yeah.
at schools have a
She
Miss
was
Carol.
cool. She was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave me a little bit crazy vibes, but she was cool.
He
And,
said she gave me a little
they
cool
they
vibe,
fucked
but-
up though because they suspended us and they sent us walking home at the same time. Just about. They let him go a few minutes before and I seen him walking down the street and I was like, I got suspended for a fight and we ain't fight. Started sprinting after bro. I was like, nah, I need that. Yeah, I ended up catching him. We got in a little squabble.
Damn.
I was like, he was like, I don't want to fight, bro. And I was just like, we got suspended for a fight. I need to fight you. I need to fight. We didn't actually fight. I just threw you over a desk.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
So now I really gotta fight you because
Now
now
I
we
got
got
to.
suspended.
Now this shit is
I
personal.
wasn't
Damn it,
trying
this
to
is on
fight
my
you, but
record.
you was in my personal bubble. You done popped my bubble, now I gotta pop you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We gotta make, now we really gotta make this fine in black and white, cause it's on there. It says,
Yeah, like
we fought.
Yeah, it literally. I read it to him. I was like, bro, it's on the paper. No,
That's
I'm
what they
gonna
written us up for, and this is why we walking
I'm
home
gonna
now.
whoop you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
and then
So,
that led up to me getting expelled, and I started continuation. And I met one of my closest homies there actually. So I think everything happened for a reason.
yeah.
Cause bro, they called him like twerp or some shit because he was like super fucking skinny,
Twerp.
wore high waters. But like bro was tall, but he wore high water. His ankles always showing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was a dapper or something. You remember the dappers where they called them dappers because their ankles were showing?
Yeah.
His ankles was always out. Always. His ankles got to be cold as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Breeze or something.
like,
But he took my hat.
I'm good.
Bro took my hat, took off running, thought it was funny. Didn't think I was gonna catch him. Till I caught him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then apparently I found out somebody put him up to it. And I found out who it was and I smacked him with a binder. But yeah, I met him. I call him my brother.
He said smacked him with a binder.
Yeah.
Bro, he remind me a lot of some shit I was doing back then too. I'm just like,
Yeah,
damn.
It's so
the
funny.
binder.
I
did that
always had a
before.
binder with pictures in it.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, when we used to put
Yeah.
pictures in it.
Saying
Yeah,
Before
yeah, yeah.
backpacks was the crazy
Fuck.
thing. The
Yeah.
only thing that my backpack was for my hot Cheetos and my drink. Bro.
Yep.
What backpack did you have in?
I had a Scooby-Doo backpack.
You remember the character backpacks? Did you ever rock them?
Yeah.
I had like a SpongeBob backpack.
I had the Scooby-Doo,
Yup.
and then when I got into high school, I had that weird phase where I had the long hair and shit. They used to call me a scene kid before I knew what the fuck that meant. Just because I was a skater, I wore tight like skinny jeans with
Yeah.
the ripped jeans. You feel me? I used to cut the sides and stack them
Yeah.
before
Split 'em.
stacks were stacks. Like I was saying earlier, actually I put that in the song that's not out yet. Where I said I was wearing stacks before stacks became stacks, cutting jean bottoms before they came like that. So I used to like stack my jeans and shit, and they said I looked like some dude named Oliver Sykes. So I looked it up. I was like, he kind of do look like me. What the fuck? Hold on, it's weird. And I was wearing like band t-shirts, but I would wear it just because of the color of it. So I'd have like a black shirt with like a green design, and I'd have the matching green and white Vans to match you, and then I'd have like a hat or something that matched.
Fly.
I like to match. I was just fly as shit.
Fly.
For the time that I was in. And I got when I got into high school, I got a backpack that had a dragon.
Yeah.
Literally, like, you remember Spyro?
Yeah.
Spiral. Yep.
I had a Spyro backpack where the hood was Spyro.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, and I walk around with my hood on and shit. I thought I was so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But now when people wear that shit, like, they think you weird.
Yeah, but
You don't see that in
true
schools
that.
now, but we was flying shit back then.
If you still had that spiral backpack today,
we
there'd probably
was
be some
really
value
doing
to
all
that.
It
those
would probably be
characters
some
and
value to
shit.
it.
Like that's where it came to where we, you are what you wear. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, 'cause
exactly.
back then we was really sporting what we was into. Like I remember shit when
It wasn't
Yu-Gi-Oh
no
became a
faking the
phase
fun.
and people had that shit too. Like they had the little hairdo
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they had the fucking
And
big
then
ass
they was
arm
rocking.
biter.
They was rocking the headband.
Back in my
Yeah.
high school, it was different kinds of people in my high school.
Yeah.
We
There was a major
called 'em-
Pokemon phase too, where people was dressing like Ash and shit.
before shit was like soft, before like the generation we're in now, before it was like soft to use the F word, the 3-letter F word, we used to call them swag and then that, you feel me? Because
Yeah.
they used to wear like the swag shit, they used to have the tail and shit.
Right.
Shit, he come from the tail face.
Yeah, I had
I still
a
rock
tail-
foxtails.
I had a foxtail too. I
Yeah.
had one off the side.
Yeah.
And then they had the blowout, and they would wear a hat over the blowout, like a Chicago Bulls hat,
Yep.
and couldn't name a team on it, like a person
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
team. Yeah. We had them, and then we had the scene kids, and then we just had the regular, you feel me, jocks, whatever. But I had the tail, I had the foxtail, but it was because the shorty gave it to me.
This was high school.
Yeah.
When you were dressing like that.
Yeah, when I was in Mobile Mall, a shorty gave me the foxtail. But this was like, I want to say my junior and my senior year.
Yeah.
When I had the long hair with the layers and shit in it. And I used to have big plugs. My plugs was like,
I used to have a plug. This used to be a plug, but I got rid of it and it shrunk over time.
no, my plugs was 1 inch and 5/8.
Sheesh.
I could literally fit the front of a Monster can into my ear.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
wait.
I got them reconstructed.
How'd you do it? You
When
got
I was
surgery?
in military, yeah, it was a surgery. It was $250 per ear.
Crazy.
And they reconstructed the ear where they cut it.
Yeah, and then they
And then
just
they
sew it
sew it
back
up.
so that way it looks like a regular ear.
It looks like a
you know?
regular ear.
Damn, you would have never thought your shit was stretched.
My shit was 1 inch and 5/8.
That's crazy.
And the reason why I got them reconstructed was because of the military, essentially. But one of them broke on me. So, like, I used to
Oh,
do
it split?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So I used to use silicone to stretch my ear. I
yeah.
would skip sizes.
Yep.
And I
That's
was
what I
at
did.
like 1.25 inches. I was at like a smaller size, right? And I skipped 1.5 inches and went to 1 inch and 5/8.
Oh,
I skipped like 3 sizes.
Yeah.
And I used silicone. I folded it in my ear and I popped it, and it sounded like it.
Like a rip pop.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
It ripped my shit and
Yeah,
it got
fuck.
gangrene and it turned black. I was able to save my right ear because the black portion I took tweezers and scissors and I cut the black shit off. Because I thought it clicked in my head.
Yeah.
But the left one was so badly blown out, I couldn't save it. I tried putting it in Epsom salt, in a bottle and everything. Like, I couldn't save it.
That's crazy.
And it was just dangling on my pillow when I woke up.
That's why people need to do your homework when you do stretch. Like, okay, all of us who ever had our stretching ears or piercings and facial stuff like that, we've all gone through these. And again,
I had my
our
eyebrow,
childhood
my
was
lip.
different.
I
We
just
was
had my nose now.
experimental with shit. Like,
I
it's
did all my
crazy.
own piercings.
Same.
Yeah.
All the homies that are around me, and every, like, back in the day when every female too, I pierced all their ears and shit through their nose.
I pierced belly buttons. I done pierced just about damn near everything. I think I pierced the nipple at one point when I was younger. But like I had snake bites in high school. I had angel bites. I had the 4, and then I had the side of my nose. And then I got my septum, and I was just like, this is too much.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I took the angel bites out. I
There's
just
a lot
had
going
the
on
septum
right
and
there.
the snake bites.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I took out the septum because it was just uncomfortable. I felt like a bull.
Some people, some people, they hide it underneath. They flip it.
Yeah,
right?
and I got into the real reason why I took it out though is because like right after I had pierced myself, I got spin kicked in a mosh pit.
Oh shit.
And
Oh,
that shit was swollen for like 2 months.
Damn, I hate watching them videos,
kicked
bro.
the shit out of me.
They be throwing elbows and everything.
I did the same shit when I was in that little hardcore phase.
That's
like,
crazy.
I mean, it's still in me to this day. I still listen to some of the music.
Yeah.
But I listen to the softer shit. I don't listen to the crazy shit no more. But I used to go to them shows, and that's how I let out my anger. I get in there, I throw a couple roundhouse kicks. I used to swing my arms back and shit like how they do.
He's like,
I was the short, skinny motherfucker that was in there shirtless, throwing spinning kicks and shit. Everybody moving out the way.
So the purpose of that,
hell yeah, because they were like, we ain't getting kicked by him. They're like, we ain't kicked by him.
because I
was
never,
scared of me.
like, I ain't never understood why the fuck they do that. Like,
well,
why?
they do it to let the anger out in a controlled environment because at the end of the day, it's supposed to be all love.
But somebody hit you though, like you're not supposed to get mad
You're
at
not
them.
supposed to get mad. You're just supposed to keep going in the pit.
You should have watched out where he was swinging.
Yeah.
You saw him
Exactly.
swinging. You stood right there knowing he was coming your direction. That's
The real ones look behind themselves.
Yeah.
And pay attention to their surroundings, and they stop before they get to you.
Yeah.
Before they hit you.
Oh.
If they hit you, they wanted to hit you.
Yeah.
Oh, so realistically, when you do that, you're not supposed
You're
to
not
really
supposed
hit
to hit
somebody.
No.
You're supposed to be throwing
You're not supposed to hit people. But there are some assholes that crowd kill that will go into the crowd and specifically
and
hit people
hit
in
you.
the crowd.
Yeah, I think I've seen
That happened
tons
to
of
me.
videos, bro.
Yeah.
Because there was this old school hardcore crew, and one of their main heads did a back handspring into me because there was this phase where they was going specifically for the kids with the long hair because they thought everybody was a scene kid that had a band T-shirt on, and the scene kids was wearing bright colors and shit like that. Like they was wearing pink and yellow and all that, but I used to just wear black with a little bit of color on my T-shirt, and they thought I was a scene kid. Really, they ain't know I was like that. Cause bro did a back handspring into me, flew into me. I was like, what the fuck? Hold on. Start firing on bro. And most of the time when you watch them videos, they run away. The dudes with the long hair, they scared. They're not like that. They're not cut from that cloth.
That's crazy.
And when he hit me, I started getting off on bro. Threw him on the ground and shit. And all his homies came. And he popped up. He was like, nah, it's good, it's good. He shook my hand, said respect. Never fuck with me again. He was like, I thought you was one of them scene kids that's scared of everything. I was like, nah, bro, I'm from the hood. I'm like that. You feel me? I ain't no gang member, but I be around enough of them. You feel me? I'm cut different.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
get off on you. And he was just like, oh, respect, and never fuck with me again. Left me alone. He didn't, because like that's the thing. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You don't know where the fuck they came from.
Facts.
You don't know if
Exactly.
they like that shit. They
Facts.
could be covered in tattoos like me and be a bitch. Be a mark.
Facts.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, you gotta judge them off their character and who they is as a person.
Yeah.
You gotta, you feel me, test the water, get to know them, talk to them a little bit, figure it out first.
Really
Yeah.
see how they at, where they at with it.
Yeah, like that's why a lot of the time when people meet me, they realize the kind of person I am. I'm a very level-headed, cool cat. Like I'm really down to earth. It take a lot to get me to that point, but once I'm there, it's over with.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like I show love and I show respect, but once you lose my respect, it ain't no coming back. And I think that's part of me being a Libra. And I'm not big on the stars aligning and all that bullshit. I'm not into the astrology, whatever. But I looked up a couple different characteristics in it,
Yeah, and it all got
and
that
it
in
kind
there.
of fits.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's normally what it's supposed to do to you. You're supposed to really look at your.
Because it's like the scales.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with a Libra, it kind of makes sense. Because when you tip that scale and that shit flip, ain't no getting that scale back to the other side. But we got a perfect balance, essentially, when it comes to different things. And I noticed that with music too. Like I got a perfect balance with music. I got a perfect balance when it comes to being physical and doing like running and lifting and shit like that.
Yeah.
I got a perfect balance when it comes to running, when it comes to being good at something. I'm generally, when I play a game, I'm good. It don't take me long to get good.
Yeah. You gonna figure it out.
But when I'm bad at something, I'm fucking terrible. At the end of the day, I could improve, but when I'm bad at some shit, it's either I'm really bad or I'm really good.
Yeah.
It's not, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
it's the balance aspect.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Damn, so we got to know a whole lot about you and just not even get to your music yet. So we're going to get into your music
let's
now.
do that.
So now we know who you was before the music.
Yeah.
And we know how your mental works, you know. So what's going on with the music, man?
Well, right now, I'm actually, I'm like stockpiling music, bro. I feel like a damn hoarder.
Oh, you just like make them and you don't drop them?
I make them. They just kicking it right now. But the thing is though, is like I'm having some like issues as far as like album covers. Cause I had a couple people that was making my covers for me. But one of them
He makes covers.
Yeah. Okay, for sure. I'm gonna have to hit at you for some covers
Yeah.
because I think I got like 12 songs that's ready to drop that just need covers. But
Yeah.
I'm really specific though. So
Like you make digital covers, so like you can do like different images and shit, right?
yeah, like my thing is though is
Yeah.
when I go to somebody for something, I stick to that person, like that, like. So
all the firework and everything that I've been posting is all me.
yeah, cause like I had 2 specific people I would do for my covers. Well, 3 technically because my brother do the animated covers, the cartoon ones.
Yeah.
Those are hard.
So my 2 brothers, Awa and Flock, can both do animated covers. And they do it on like an iPad. They sketch it out and stuff. It's
that's tight.
it's not that ghetto app shit. Like
Yeah.
the app shit is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. It has its purpose.
But it's like
But
when
it's
you
not
really drawing
original.
it out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you draw it out, it's like really
But
original.
They really get into that and do every single line, and
Yeah.
they'll literally record the process on one of their apps so you can see every line they do. Like it's the real shit.
Yeah.
But they both be falling out and they get like really like into their life and stuff, and like they get to the point to where they don't want to do art, but then they randomly come back, and when they randomly come back and start doing it, that's when they do my covers. But I was going through another homie that was doing my covers, but he randomly disappeared on me. Bro just started acting Hollywood. And it wasn't nothing. We ain't get into it. We ain't argue. We ain't nothing.
That's a
Bro
lot of
just
people,
disappeared, bro.
Yeah, one of our boys just fucking disappeared.
And I'm just like thinking like, damn, like at least tell me what's going on, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I had paid, bro, for multiple covers. And he just disappeared.
Disappeared.
So it wasn't a money aspect. I paid for him.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you don't know what it is when people just disappear, bro.
Yeah, so I
You
kind
don't
of
know
just,
what it is. People just
I didn't
disappear.
take it in that manner. I kind of just like, okay, you at a different place in life.
Yeah.
Go do whatever you do. When you decide to come back, you better have an explanation. Because I'm not just going to let you come back and not tell me why the fuck you disappeared.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you can stay on the other side.
Yeah.
But you got, like, it's okay to come back if you had, like, a real
Reason.
serious
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, because I duck off like that. Like, my closest homies won't hear from me for a month, 2 months. I duck off randomly. But
Sometimes you gotta just
it's
have
my
your
mental,
own
you
self
know?
thing.
Yeah, I have
Just
collect
to
myself.
collect yourself. Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
what I'm coming back from with music right now. Like, I got a gang of songs. If you seen the notes in my phone, I got about 6,000 notes. And, like, I want to say about 75% of them is finished songs that's ready to record. I just need to find the beat and go record.
You ready for a record deal?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I bang that out so
Ready.
easy. Like, I do a lot of different styles of music when it comes to my music. Like,
Yeah, me too.
I have a couple verses that are in Spanish. Like, I have some stuff where I rap in Spanish.
Are you Mexican?
No, half my family is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I come from half of my family is traditional Mexican. So like all my sisters is half Mexican and half white. I'm the only one. My mom
you're full
decided
white.
to experiment with a white dude. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm Irish, German, Swedish, and Scottish. To my
Okay.
understanding. So
You
like
know
I'm a
regular
weird
white
mix.
dude.
Yeah, I ain't
He
no
a
regular.
mixture of-
So you have a half family.
I like to say I'm off-white.
Off white.
Because I'm white, but I'm cut from
Yeah,
that cloth. you
off
feel me?
white,
Yeah.
a little dash of Mexican. You feel me? Like, yeah,
I like when I said in my
Cinch.
in Poseidon, I said I'm not a white rapper, bitch. I'm off white.
Yep.
Like I'm from that cloth,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
I am white.
Yeah.
So my sisters is Mexican and white. My nieces is all Mexican and white. Like my whole family. I only go to the Hispanic side of my family. I don't go to the white side. I stopped doing that when I was 12, 13 years old because they weird as hell.
Interesting.
Except for one of my cousins, we still cool. But the white side of my family, it's just too toxic, bro. Like, they be arguing about weird shit, and they always want to, like, pillow talk about each other and pillow talk about my side of the family. So I try to stay away from them. I like it better on the Hispanic side.
Yeah. How's your Hispanic family?
Really, like, family oriented. Like, really like that. Like, they're big on
how
loyalty.
it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the traditional Hispanic side is amazing.
We be locked in with one
Yeah,
another.
they're really family oriented. They're really there for you when you need them. Like, they're really big on, like, if you miss a family party, it's a problem.
Yep.
Like, they want to bring the family together at the end of the day, and I love that. That's why I stick to that side. And that's a lot of that is where my roots had came from. Even with, like, music and stuff. That's where I got the name WAPO from, was because of the Hispanic side.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, so at the but like as far as music goes, I do like a little bit of everything, bro.
Yeah.
I got like love songs, I got singing songs,
Yeah,
I
same
got
here.
street songs, I got like turn up songs, like I do everything.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
like,
supposed to.
I don't understand people that pick a lane and just stay and don't ever cross the lines. Like,
Well, I
Sometimes
mean,
you gotta step out your comfortable zone.
yeah.
I mean,
gotta
you
get out
know,
the
the more
comfort
you
zone.
know, the better, the more opportunities you get.
Exactly.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
my
So-
thought process has always been, you never know what you could have been if you didn't experiment.
Yeah.
And like a lot of these artists that's stuck and is only hood famous is because they don't ever step out that bubble. Like some of these like hood artists got the voice to be able to make like to do some melody in their song. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like put some melody in their song and they can go crazy and go viral.
Yeah.
But they're so focused on their hood and doing their hood shit that they're not ever gonna go viral.
They're
gonna be hood famous.
viral like hoodly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that only gonna
Like
get
the
us
whole
so
city
far.
gonna know you, but just because
Yeah.
the whole city know you don't mean the global gonna know you.
Right.
So at the end of the day, like melody take you a lot farther than that other street shit do.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's some street artists that's going global,
Yeah.
like J-Bo.
It,
EBK
it
J-Bo.
works for some of
Yeah.
them, but like they always
It's
say,
not gonna work for
whatever's working
everybody.
for him ain't gonna work for you the same
Exactly.
way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Everybody's different,
And I
man.
learned that, and I started branching off, and I started just trying shit.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I tried flows, I tried different stuff. Like I even took it so far and technical that I tried going to the studio at different times a day. So I went
Just
at
to
3
see
in the
the
morning.
difference.
Yeah.
So like one of my favorite artists, like one of my biggest influences, I would say would probably be Draco. Draco the Ruler.
Draco the Ruler.
That's one of my favorite artists.
R.I.P.
I mean, R.I.P. You feel me?
Condolences.
All love and respect. Before I knew who bro was though, people said I sound like him. And then the reason behind me sounding like him in some of my songs is because I went to the studio at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when I was half asleep and my voice was raspy. And I was trying to rap. And the reason why I discovered bro was because somebody told me I sound like him in one of my songs.
So you went to go check
I
him
was
out.
like, who the fuck is Draco the Ruler?
Yeah.
And then I went and looked. I was like, bro, hard as fuck. Hold on. I called the homie. I said, you think I sound like bro? Okay. Well, you hard. Good looking. And I went through and I listened to his whole catalog. To this day, I still listen to his new stuff. Like his newer stuff that's coming out. I listen to him. I listen to J-Bo a lot. I listen to like, who is it? I listen to D-Steez. I listen to like artists from like, just like The Shy, like old school Lil Herb. I listen to like Bibby. And that's pretty much, like my playlist is all over the place for the most part, but those are the most like solidified
Main
artists
ones,
that
yeah.
you'll find in my playlist.
That you listen to
Oh,
often.
and ESTG.
Yeah. Oh, ESTG. Okay.
I listen to bro every day. I'm not
Okay.
even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got top 5?
Who, me? Shit. Right now, honestly, I just been listening to all the homies.
Oh yeah, I listen to the homies a lot too.
I meant Sav's top 5, but
Let's
but you can do top 5 too.
I thought you was asking me like shit. And I was just like, shit.
no. I was talking about
I
your
haven't
Sav's
really
hot
been listening
five.
to music
I said-
lately, but
I said hot 5. It sounded like I said top 5. But I said hot 5.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah, we could do that.
let's
We're gonna
get
get
it.
into the first segment, Sav's Hot 5.
Let's go.
I like to get the best 5 questions that I could put together. Today I felt like freestyling these ones. Normally I try to have like 5 ready or whatever, but I'm like, let me just go about it with this one because I knew you do a lot more than music and stuff too. So I was like,
Yeah, I do a
fill it
little
out.
bit of everything.
All right. So my first question would be, how do you feel like internet today changed the world overall from when we grew up?
Honestly, I feel like the internet fucked things up. I mean, it created opportunity.
But it also created a lot of lies, though.
Yeah, it created this it's like
Facades,
enshrouded.
bro.
You feel me? Like the truth is enshrouded by the internet. You know what I mean? Like it's truth in the internet, but a lot of that shit is just image.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that motherfucker that's whipping around in a Bentley on his story on Instagram do not own a Bentley.
Yeah.
That steering wheel that you see with the Benz logo, that's not a new Benz. That shit barely run. They don't show you the dash, they show you the Benz logo. That shit barely run. Them Uchis they holding in their hands, you feel me? Them stacks.
Yeah, none of it is facts.
That's not theirs. That's their homie stacks.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Someone
they
behind
flexing
the
their
camera.
homie stacks. Now some of them do got it like that. Some, but they
It'll
not
probably be
showing
like
you
a-
they got it
They
like
ain't
that.
showing you.
Like
yeah.
a 10% of them, maybe.
Yeah,
13. It's very low.
I don't get in videos and flash money. I don't
Yeah, I
get in
stopped doing
videos and
that.
show you. I don't get in videos and show you a 40. Do it mean I don't got that? Hell no. But I'm smart because at the end of the day, when it comes to that point, everybody is like that till it's time to be like that.
Till it's
Then
time.
you gonna see who is and who isn't. When you go to like a nice dinner or something, everybody got money till it's time to pay the ticket.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So like,
That's why
I
made
keep my
son
shit
that
personal. I keep my money personal. I keep my relationships personal.
Yup.
I keep everything personal. And
As it should be.
I don't want social media to see I got it like that.
Yeah. Not
Whether I
everything
do
is
or I
meant for
don't.
it. Yep. Not
Yeah.
everything's meant to be seen, bro.
Yeah, it kind of blows my mind at the end of the day that people think you gotta flash money in your video for it to go viral. You gotta
don't.
have a half naked female in your video for it to go viral. No.
You could say one inspirational quote and go viral.
Exactly. You could do one inspirational quote. You could really just be talented, and eventually, if the right ears hear it, you're gonna go viral.
Right.
You could say crazy bars. Like you're more likely with this algorithm.
It
and
just
the
takes what you're
generation-
putting out there.
Exactly. So you're more likely to go viral, just being yourself, and
Yep.
keeping all that extra shit out. Because when it comes time to promote your videos, a lot of people don't know. What they won't tell you is if you smoke in your videos, if you have paraphernalia or anything like that, you can't pay for a promotion through Google, on YouTube, any
Right.
of that type of promotion. If you blow vape smoke
Exactly.
out,
Yeah.
they will say no,
Yeah.
Yep.
regardless of what ticket you pay. So the reason why
Right.
y'all videos is only getting 68 views or 100 views or for you artists
or just
out
to
there
1K, yeah.
is because you showing guns and shit in your videos. You can't promote that.
You can't.
They all gonna tell
Globally, you
no.
can't promote it.
I mean, unless you blur it out, right?
Yeah, I mean you could blur it out and put like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a disclosure,
The little thing.
and that's still a 50-50 because Google will still tell you no, even
Right.
with the paraphernalia.
Because
like,
it's still considered censoring it.
yeah, even with the disclosure and the censors, Google will still tell you no because a lot of the algorithm is children,
Yeah.
and they're not supposed to be exposed to that kind of stuff.
And that's my next question. With that being said, if you could change one thing about how the algorithm and the internet structure worked, what would you change?
I would change it back to right when Instagram was first released, when you were shown everything, when it was posted.
When it
Instead
was
of
just
what-
pictures,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, when it was
Yeah.
just pictures and stuff. Back when it was who you followed. And then they had an explore tab to find people, right?
Yeah.
They still had the
They still
explore
had the
tab to
Explore
see the
tab.
new shit.
But
Yeah.
it's not.
But
the
they
people
were
that
showing
you
stuff
know or
as
nothing.
it was posted. I shouldn't be looking at my feed and seeing stuff from 4 days ago that my homies posted.
Yeah.
Why am I seeing old shit? I could have
Yeah,
seen it the
facts.
day it was posted.
Facts.
I don't want to
Yeah, I
look at what
wondered
you
that.
think I want to look at. I
Yep.
want to look at what I'm looking for.
I wondered that you'll still see it from like 3-4 days
Yeah.
ago, and you're like,
Yeah.
wait, what the fuck? I didn't
And
like this.
now
already?
it's all algorithm based. Like I'm missing stuff from homies that I had forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see stuff they be posting, and that's why when I get on my social media, and what a lot of people not doing when they do their music, they not sending it to everybody on their friends list. You not getting in your DMs and sending it to everybody. It's free game. When you post something, respond to everybody who comments. First off, respond and like every single comment, whether it's just a thank you, it's an emoji, because you fixing your own algorithm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could, one person could get 60 comments, right? And respond to nobody, just like them.
Yep.
You did nothing for the algorithm. Algorithm's not gonna do nothing for you. You respond to all 60 of those, you got 120 comments. The algorithm don't see that.
All
Half
right.
of them are yours.
Yeah.
The algorithm sees there's 120
20
comments.
comments.
You see what I'm saying?
So now it's gonna generate.
Now it's gonna generate more revenue.
That's why I be doing the
And
little hearts
algorithm
when
gonna
people
go up.
commenting and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll comment back, and sometimes if I like.
And you're
Everybody
supposed
I
to
do
send that
have
to
on there,
everybody.
I know them, so I'll
But
try to send like a little emoji or something
It's
back.
normally like a certain amount of words, though. You can't just do an emoji as a reply.
Well, you technically can
Yeah.
as a reply. An initial comment has to be like, I think it's like two emojis.
Yeah, because I think on
what I mean?
TikTok it's a little bit different for the
Yeah.
algorithm.
Tik-
Like you would actually have to type 5-6 words at least.
TikTok is 3 words.
Oh, is it?
no,
Yeah.
it's two. It's two. It's two because thank you counts.
Oh, okay,
I remember that
okay.
But with Instagram, it's a little bit different. That's why when I post something, I send it to everybody. I literally have sat there for hours and typed A to where it show you everybody
All
who
the
got A
A's
and,
and all the
Then I
B's.
go to all the B's, all the
Shit.
C's. I got a different level of devotion. That's why you look under my page and you see like 200 comments and shit, and they not all me. It's from people. But that's
Yeah.
because I take the time out of my day because I want to be an artist. I want to do it for a living. I
Yeah.
take it serious
Yep.
to reply to everybody and to send it to everybody. And you're going to see the difference. Because once you fix your algorithm, you start seeing, like, say you only see 1,000 comments, right? Well, you only see 1,000 views.
You can't just stop there and be like, okay,
can't
yeah,
just stop
it'll
there.
it'll keep doing itself.
Because
No,
once
it
you
don't
see
work like that.
10,000 views, you're not going to see nothing less than 6,000 on your next post.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you in a fixed 10,000 algorithm. Same thing with your followers.
Yeah.
Once you get to 30K followers, right? You're going to see a fixed algorithm to where it's going to build you to, like, say 40K, 50K. It's all mapped out.
Yeah.
Yep.
The algorithm is mapped out. So once you get to 10K, like say 10K views, you in the bracket from 10K to 50. And then once you see 50K views, you in the bracket from 50 to 100.
And
Yeah.
then this
And then
ain't
so
even
on and
counting
so
the
forth.
people that use bot pages and shit like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This is real people.
So that's why people fail with music. Because they don't understand how to get anywhere with music. I understand. I just don't have the financial standing that I need to go viral the way that everybody else do.
Yeah.
They only going viral the way they is because they put that work and their financial standing into it and they paid to get those performances,
Yeah.
to get those features, to get that exposure, to get those like Instagram posts.
It's a lot to put in, man.
It's a lot.
A lot to put in.
And I'm
Yep.
getting there, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I got the money where I needed to be. I'm finally on track financially and stuff like that. I'm
That's
not
good.
rich. I'm not by no
Nah.
means am I rich. I drive
Yeah,
an
but you
Infiniti.
good though.
Yeah, I'm good though.
Yeah, you good though.
Because the
Yep.
way I see it, health is wealth
Health
and
is
well-being is wealth.
Right.
So you not
Yes,
broke if
sir.
your bills is paid, you not broke.
Yeah.
Right.
You take
You not
care
broke.
of everything that matters.
You
and the
are
financial
broke.
things.
If your bills ain't paid
Mm-hmm.
and you out there spending money. The fuck is you spending money for? Your bills
Yeah.
not paid.
Yeah.
Or buying accessories that you don't really need.
You got a
know what I'm saying?
Gucci belt on and your phone bill is 3 months past due.
Yeah.
For what? What you got to show for yourself?
Yeah.
I ain't never believed in none of that shit. Like, I still wear the same designer I got 4 years ago.
Same.
'Cause
I still wear blank shirts and plain sweaters. As you
Exactly,
see, I
you
just
feel
throw on a nice little jersey or something.
But my
around
bills
there,
is
put
paid,
it
my
together.
car nice, and my music is doing what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I care about at the end of the day, more than anything.
Yeah.
And then food, of course. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That potato corner in the Tyler Mall.
Oh, potato corner where they make the fries and shit.
I done gave them like $200 in the past month. they got so many flavors of fries.
I've tried potato corner once, but you know, I usually like first time impression things.
The
Like
lemon pepper, bro.
I
Yeah.
love lemon pepper, but I think the
The
first
lemon
time I ever
peppers.
went there, they kind of
What?
just put too much. It was too salty for me.
They fucked you up.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Because
I probably
I'm-
got to try it
Yeah,
again.
You might want to try it again.
Yeah, I'ma
and
try
try
it
the
again.
lemon pepper and shake it up just a little bit. I'm telling you, bro, it hits so different. I get me one of them Charlie's little Charlie's one of the
Sandwiches?
one of the sandwiches,
Yeah.
and then I go and get my potato corner fries.
Oh, that sounds
What's
good.
your three? We'll make this the third one. What's your 3 favorite spots that you like to go to eating wise?
Eating wise,
Before you do a good studio session, or even after a good studio
I'm gonna be
session.
honest, it's gotta be after, cause I gotta
Okay.
go on an empty stomach.
Okay.
Cause I have acid reflux real bad, and my body just creates too much acid. And so like I'll go after, but say like it's gonna sound weird, bro, but I love Popeyes. That's one of my
Popeyes.
spots.
Okay.
Popeyes.
No order either. Just
No specific. I
Yeah.
can get anything from there.
okay.
Right now, currently, Potato Corner. That's number 2.
Okay.
Well, that's number 1. Realistic. Popeyes should be second.
Okay.
And then any type of Hispanic food. I don't have like a preference. Well, actually, if we talking about specific actual places, either Nico's or Johnny's Burgers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nico's or Johnny's. So if you live off Magnolia, in the general area, right by that Stater Brothers, Nico's has the best burger that I've ever had. That's an endless spot.
There was
Innovative.
this one spot. What was this burger joint called when I used to do those classes? And we
Oh, I love that
heard
place.
of that?
Yeah, Lucky
Bro,
Greek bus.
I had that one time, like, cause I used to, like, back in the day, after doing all the stupid shit, when you had to
Yeah.
do your little classes and stuff right there. There was one of
Yeah.
those right across from there, dog. And I was like, man, I'm gonna see what's up with this one day, cause one day I was just hungry, eating that. That would be like one of mine.
Lucky
That,
Greek bus.
cause it's like those little Essential restaurants. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
those
how,
little
what I
hole in
got
the
with
wall,
those
mom
two,
and
they
pops.
be hitting, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling
They
you.
hit. Those are good spots.
Like the Golden Ox used to be one of my spots with my sister.
I haven't tried that yet. That's
Golden
cool.
Ox.
You ever tried Maggiano's?
Maggiano's, hell yeah.
I love Maggiano's. Yeah.
He's like,
I like authentic Italian food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
But it's only the only place that I really recommend besides Potato Corner to anybody would be Johnny's Burgers for the steak sandwich.
Johnny's
or if
Burgers
you want
is good
the if
too.
you want the best hamburger that you'll ever eat in your life, Nico's. Probably
I ain't never heard of
Nico's.
that.
You ever tried Zorba's?
Yeah, Zorba's is good.
Yeah.
But Nico's blow everything out the water, bro. And it's not even expensive. You get a burger for $5.
Nico's. Hey, y'all out there in the Riverside area, go get you a
Yeah,
Nico's
go
burger.
get you some Nico's,
What's your
bro. I've been
fourth
eating it
question?
since I was a kid. It don't taste any different from when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Still the same. Still
For
the
the
same
fourth
moment, too.
one, what's your 5 influences that influence you to do music?
My 5 influences that keep me doing music.
Mm-hmm.
My baby niece, that's number 1, and my nephew.
Okay.
Like those two. I mean, you could say those 1 and 2. For my brothers, and then my sisters, and I say them separately because they have different influences on me. And then my final one is myself. But the number 1 influence though is my baby niece, because I want to make sure that she has everything she'll ever want in her life. Baby niece, baby nephew.
Yeah.
Like, as long as she get the car she want when she old enough to drive, as long as she get the clothes she wants, the toys she wants, same thing with him, I'm good. Cause I'm living through them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see them grow up. I don't really care. I never used to care what happened to me. I was so reckless and crazy when I was growing up. I gave not a single fuck.
Yeah.
That's
But
why I
when
asked
that
it in
baby
that
niece
form
came
instead of
through-
saying like influential rappers. You know, I wanted to
Yeah.
switch it a little bit.
I don't pay attention to none of them motherfuckers.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna switch it this time because
I'm my own
I kind
favorite
of had
rapper
that.
at the end of the day. But
For the 5th one, what's your deepest fear?
my deepest fear, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not death. And a lot of people fear death.
We all gonna die though, so we
Yeah,
can't
but-
really fear that.
My thing
Yeah.
is when it's my time to go,
A lot of people
it's my
panic over
time
it,
to
though.
go. But I don't think I really fear anything. I've only had, my only fear, I would say, is passing before my family do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But growing up, I only had one fear, and it was of chainsaws. It was of
Damn.
chainsaw, because I was about 10 years old, and my sister took me to a haunted house, and it was her homie's haunted house, and
They
that
had the Texas
motherfucker.
Chainsaw Massacre guy or
Yeah,
something.
I didn't know what that was though, and bro was about 6'5".
Shit.
Chainsaw big as him. I came to get my candy. I was like, oh shit, hold on, big ass bag of candy. I started taking all types of shit, and I heard yin, 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 yin. I turned around, bro went like this and chased me down the street with a chainsaw for literally up until I was about 18 years old. I heard a chainsaw, it would trigger me. Anyone got near me with a chainsaw, I wanted to swing. And that was the only fear I had.
That
growing
was
up.
the first. That was where PTSD really started right there.
I think so. I hid under a car and all types of shit. I felt like I was in a horror movie because bro was behind me dragging it on the ground. I seen
Yeah.
like the shit ripping up.
People do
And
that shit.
I
I've
went
seen somebody
under
do
a
that
car.
before too. Yeah.
And I was like this under the car. I've only
Damn.
been under a car twice. One was running from the Jays, and then the other one was running from him. To this day, I still hate that motherfucker.
Goddamn Texas
Crazy.
Chainsaw Massacre.
To this day, I still
Whoever
hate him.
you was when y'all was doing that shit, there was a couple people that did that on the block for Halloween too. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays you don't do that because it's like, yeah.
Nah,
they can call cops.
Yeah,
some other
nowadays
shit.
if somebody do that shit to my niece,
or they're
I'm
gonna get
popping
shot.
shit.
Yeah, they're gonna
I'm
get
popping
shot.
shit. You run at my niece with a chainsaw, I promise you that 40 gonna come out so quick.
Yeah, that's
You're
why
not
I'm
even gonna
like,
get to
you
turn the
can't
chainsaw
do
on.
it no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay away from the kids in my life. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm popping you. I promise you. That
Yeah.
might be the only thing I pop you for, besides you trying to pop me first.
Yeah.
But at the end of the
If
day,
it's just a real life or death matter, you
yeah,
know.
in a life or death manner, then yeah. But if you come anywhere near my niece or anything with any type of weapon, I'm popping you.
Mhm.
I'll do my time.
And
I'm chilling.
That was Sav's hot 5 right there.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, man. We got to learn a whole lot about you. We actually went over an hour.
Oh yeah.
But man, yeah, we learned a whole lot about you. And that's what we like to do here on this podcast. We like to really get to know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We like to get to know our guests because we know you got the talent. We know you got the music. We done heard it. You know, everybody who's watching that supports you done heard it. You know, but not everybody gets to know you, know your story, that you used to do things as a
Yeah.
kid and all that. You know what I mean? So that's you. You know what I mean? And that's something that's amazing to always know and to relive every
this
single
is my
time.
first ever podcast too.
Oh, is it?
I ain't
Yeah.
never did
Oh,
podcast,
damn, we done popped a
nothing.
couple cherries,
He
huh?
posted that the other day when I finally got the flyer to post. I was just like, cool, because I've been trying to get it to post since Monday, how I normally always do it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, it's got to be the building.
Yeah, we done popped a couple
warehouse, that
cherries,
shit
man.
Just, it be
Yeah.
fucking up.
Yeah,
my
I'm trying to
Wi-Fi.
get more like so into like doing more like performances, doing more podcasts, doing more mic drops, all that stuff like that. Like the Aux Connect, actually on the 2nd, I'm doing
Oh, the Aux Connect.
the mic drop video, and I
yeah.
have one with Beto that I've been holding on to. Me and Coda did a video. I'm gonna drop that pretty soon too, so I'm gonna probably drop that right before the Aux Connect one.
Hell yeah. We'll
So
be
he
looking
got
forward to that.
visuals
I got shit coming out.
and stuff ready for y'all, so you guys got to stay in tune and see what this man got in store for you, man.
Yeah,
'cause he
man.
has a lot coming.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Appreciate
an amazing character, brother.
I appreciate
You know what I
y'all
mean?
for
And,
having me for sure.
You know what I mean? We got a lot of
Likewise.
respect. You know, there are people who talk the talk and don't walk the walk. But
Exactly.
you definitely have a lot from, you know, your military experiences,
Yeah.
you know, to you being, you know, when you was a child, you know, all that stuff that you explained today, bro, it really solidifies you as a man.
And it's,
You know,
Appreciate
it's
and-
something different that people ain't expecting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah, you really somebody that's doing shit. You know, you've done shit throughout your life.
Yeah.
You know, and you weren't, you know, you weren't born rich. You weren't born in that wealthy lifestyle that people just don't know how the streets is. You know, the
Yeah.
streets make you.
The streets do.
You know,
honestly.
or
Or
your
they break you.
experiences, or they break you.
It's a make or break. You,
You know.
raise mom or
Yeah.
roll
So
on her.
so now you, what's the next for you?
Oh, what's next for me, realistically? Probably get some food.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
The most realist shit. But honestly, what's next for me is probably just that Aux Connect video. And then I'm going to probably drop a couple songs. I'm going to hit you for sure about them album covers.
yep, I got you.
Because I got a gang of songs I need to drop, bro. The
Yeah.
one that
Got
I'm
you.
going to go do on the Aux Connect, I ain't even recorded that. Well, I ain't even dropped that yet.
Okay.
And it's a good song. A lot of people like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm about to do. So I agree with you. That's why I'm like, I was going to order some food right now because I'm still waiting for my producer to get here.
Have you did the Aux Connect
Dude.
video?
I haven't.
I
You need
haven't.
to holler at Charlie Cinco.
Oh yeah, I know Charlie
DJ
Cinco.
Cinco. He
That's
Yeah.
family right there.
Charlie
tap in
Cinco
with
did
bro.
one of my reviews.
Yeah, tap in with bro. He did a live review for me for one of my songs at one point, and he was fucking with it. I actually met bro through another like a mutual when I was performing at some strip club.
Same.
And
I met him
it's
too,
always
Miss.
all love whenever I run into Charlie Cinco. Bro is cool. He's a real cool individual. Tap
Yeah.
in with him, bro. It's,
Yeah, Cinco's
gonna-
built his name out here too.
Yeah, he really
really
has. He
He's
did
one
a
of
lot.
them DJs that is very
He did
well
a lot
known.
for the inland movement.
But over
Yeah.
the years, yeah,
He
yeah,
did a lot for
has.
the inland
Because I
movement.
used to rock with Freddie Fresco.
Oh yeah, Freddie was cool.
Yeah, I was part of Freddie Fresco's team for a minute, and then he ended up doing his thing out that way.
Yeah.
You know, with his whole Baja Fest and shit.
Yeah.
So
So I would definitely lock something in, get something ASAP,
Yeah, with
bro.
Cinco,
Mine's on
yeah.
the 2nd. And lock one in with Beto too.
Yeah.
Beto's is going up right now.
I for sure need to get one in with him because I've seen all the homies getting in with Beto right now.
Yeah, I did that shit. I'm on the wall and everything. Like I'm
I
about
know
to drop
it's
it
an
pretty soon.
easy come for me too, because like I said, like a lot of the individuals that already been in there are good folks. So.
Yeah, and Beto's is a real good dude. That's my dog right there. Like, I got a lot of love for Beto. You feel me? As a person, I actually I didn't even know that he was my close homie little brother.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I went to
crazy
high
how that
school with
work
his
out.
older brother, and we used to go to hardcore shows, and we would like lock hands and spin around, and we'd throw each other into the crowd.
Shit.
And like we done got into squabbles with people and shit, cause like he was really like crazy, like he liked to jump in the crowd and he liked to swing crazy and do roundhouse kicks and shit, and then people would try to fight us because of it, and we
That's crazy.
would get busy.
Yeah.
I stood by bro's side.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I didn't even know that it was related, and then Beto told me actually.
Yeah.
He's like, you know my older brother? I was like,
You
two
like-
times as your older
yeah.
brother? Oh shit. It's a small world, bro.
Crazy how things link up and line out like that.
It's
Like
a small
Facts.
world.
it's always like I always have this saying like where I say savages just stick together, and what I mean by that, it's not in there. Like people hear the word and they're like, "What you mean?" It's like, no,
I got a
there's-
different meaning
There's
for that.
different types of savages in my mind. You feel me? So I'm just
Yeah.
like all of us just be really on some savagery things to where we're accomplishing our goals on any aspect by any means necessary on what we feel is
Yup.
needed to be done. You know what I mean?
I had
So,
a wave with that word
Yeah.
in middle school. It's crazy that you mentioned that word. Middle school and freshman, like all the way up until junior year,
Mm-hmm.
savage was my word. I'm like, damn, this shit was a savage. Where you get them from?
Yeah.
That was my word. And then everybody else started using it. So
Yeah.
I started saying Manny. I'm like, that
Yeah.
shit Manny, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
You're like,
savage.
fine, y'all could keep that. I'm gonna
I'm
switch
like,
it.
y'all can have that, but I'm gonna say Manny.
Yeah.
I like everybody that kick it with me know that I like to make up weird words. I like to just use like before
It stands out.
me and my girl was together. I used to call her my little woo-wop. That was my thing. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
like, what's a woo-wop? Like, that's my shorty.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that was my word.
Yeah.
And then Manny, I don't know where the fuck I got that from. I'm not even gonna say I made that.
Manny, people like Mozzie use the word Manny.
Yeah, I'm like, that
Yeah.
shit Manny, bro. But the reason I don't use it why they do, the same reason they do, I use it because like it literally means crazy. It's
Yeah,
short for
crazy.
maniac.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's Manny.
Yeah.
Abbreviated wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like Maniac.
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
That's the
Maniac.
whole reason why I use it.
Yeah.
Cause it's like Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I had a backpack with Taz on it.
Yeah.
I had a shirt with Taz on it too, and then they had the you remember the old school like the graffiti T-shirts? It was a
Looney
graffiti
Tune ones.
T-shirt, and then it
Yeah.
had Taz in the center.
Yeah.
Shit was
Yeah,
hard.
those shits.
I had that from
Well, with the
Swap Meet.
spinning, the circle spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
got
seen
that
those
from
on
Swap Meet.
jerseys and all kinds of shit.
Shit. But they used to have the rhinestones with like the Tweety bird on there and shit.
Yeah,
And all
my
that.
sister gave me the Tweety Bird
Yeah.
one, and they had it. It was hit up.
My mom was heavy on
and
Tweety
then
Bird.
I was heavy on the homies. The homies though.
I mean,
A lot of people don't even know Tweety Bird's a dude.
Yeah.
Like they thought it was a girl bird. I'm like, nah, Tweety's a dude. That's a whole ass. That's a little dude. You feel me? That's
Yeah.
Tweety right there. That's the homie.
Right.
Shit.
I used to wear the homie shirts though. That was my shit.
Yeah, those is clean too. See those little figures and shit too back in the day.
My sister collected them. That's why.
Yeah.
It's another sentimental thing for me.
People don't see like the value of those like Pogs. We said that on the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Pogs, the Pokemon cards and stuff too. Now you said the
One Piece
the,
scores.
the One Piece.
It's something up there that's worth like 500,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into those.
It's something
People
that's
got to
really
do your
expensive.
homework, man, because there's a lot of things that have a lot of value to it. You just never know. Even
Yeah.
things, if you have them from when you was a kid
A lot
till
of
now,
things have value.
damn, you never know how
Yup.
much it might be worth. Or just if it's a collector item at that, you know what I mean? You could frame it up and post it up like, look, I had this since way back
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean? Those are always cool to keep.
Yeah, a lot
Sentimental value.
A
like
lot
bro
of
was
things
saying.
have value, you know what I mean? And one thing that has value is your life. So if you need life insurance, tap in with me.
Yeah,
I'm just letting you guys know right
There you
now.
go.
A lot of life insurance policies out there, they're not telling you shit. And we can figure that out for you on this side. But before we close this out, man, because damn, we were over an hour. That's good conversation with you, man. You know how to hold a conversation. So this is your first podcast. You know what I mean? You get into other podcasts, they know for sure you can hold a conversation.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, for sure you can hold a conversation. Before we end this, though, is there any questions you have for us?
Well, where y'all
Anything.
going? Like, what do y'all have planned for, like, y'all business? Like, outside of this, like, do you plan on branching out? Like, as far as like podcasts and stuff, do you ever plan on like collaborating, like with like major podcast people?
Oh,
Like,
you talking
is the-
about us
yeah.
like as a podcast?
Yeah, like as a podcast, but like as a business aspect, like what are your goals and like where are you going with it?
Well, pretty much we're filling this out for ourselves. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen past episodes. There was actually more of us there was 2 others of us.
Yeah.
One of them ended up moving out of state, and then the other one just
Disappeared.
vanished
Mm-hmm.
without a trace. And if
Yeah,
you're
I
watching
know.
this, brother, come on, man.
I had a homie that disappeared on me too, and we had songs together and all types
You know,
of shit.
so you know, I've been thinking, you know, since me and him, we've been thugging it out for the last 2 seasons. You know, it's really, we're really well off like this. As far as like collaborating with like other podcasts, never looked into it, never even
That might be
thought
something
about that.
crazy to do, honestly.
You know?
Like to set up a round table and have
Oh,
them
that would be
ask their
tight.
questions, y'all ask y'all
Speaking about podcasts, I don't want to say the name wrong. The Lick podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
They had hit me, and they wanted to get me on there. So
They
I
got a
was
cool
like,
setup.
man,
Oh yeah, they hit me too.
They have
got
like
the
the
Simpsons.
Simpsons
Yeah.
theme going
Yeah.
on. So I was like,
They had
and
me
I
on
seen a
their,
couple homies on there too. So I'm like, shit, I might as well tap in and support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had me in their little group chat on Instagram, and they had hit me about it too. So I was considering doing that. That's why I
Same.
was saying, like, you might be able to collab. Y'all get like a round
Something.
table,
That'd
let
be
them
tight.
ask their questions.
Yeah, it would be
y'all
sick.
ask y'all
Something
questions,
different.
whatever. You can do 2 artists at a time.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff you can do with it, a lot of outlook.
That would be, hey, Lick podcast. If y'all tap in, man, let us know if that'd be something you would be interested in, man. We can make it happen for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like we both have enough resources behind both parties to make it happen for sure.
Yeah, let's get it popping.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's where we are as far as like the podcast and where we're going with it. We're still filling it out. You know, still seeing where we can go.
Yeah.
You
You,
know,
might be
but
able to go far.
yeah, we'll talk about, you know, if we can do collabs with other podcasts. But as of
In the
now,
future.
we're almost due to the end of the season. We have like 4 more,
5
5 more,
more people, and then
Yeah.
we're closing this
and then
season
we're
out.
done. Yep.
Yeah, if y'all need another artist that y'all want to do an interview on or something,
sure.
I could lock y'all in with Coda or Rover on the KM or the real J Biz. I mean, they
We
all
could do
artists
that,
that's trying to
definitely.
branch out and go where they trying to go with their music. So.
Yeah, no, for
And they
sure.
all hard artists. I can
Yeah.
vouch.
Yeah, I'm knowing
Because
that
if people
too.
ain't hard, I'm gonna tell you you ain't.
All 3 of them that you vouched for,
Coda's the bald
I have
one,
a
right?
following them
Nah,
too.
nah. Coda, he has like, it's like a flat top almost.
Oh,
Not an actual flat top. He just
Coda
has like.
Coda is
I think I was-
the baddest KK's brother. Shout out to the baddest
I was
KK.
thinking,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Familiar people. I
Yeah.
knew him.
Coda do the mixing and shit, the mixing and
Oh,
mastering,
okay, right.
records
And
people,
he
but
makes
he
his
also
beats
do
and stuff
music.
too. Yeah.
Word.
And then Rover on the KM, he got the long ass hair, mostly like in like braids or dreads or something. And then the real J Biz got the
J Biz
super
got the long dreads too.
that he dance.
He's always with bass in them too.
Yeah, radio
Okay.
bass and shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's all part of the same. He's got that energetic thing going on
Yeah,
too.
that's I'm actually a
That's
part
the
of
whole
that group.
team right
Oh,
there. Yeah,
word.
actually.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole
So
energetic
you got a
clique.
circle. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay. For sure. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, man, taking the time to do this.
Yeah.
You know, you feel free to reach out to us whenever.
Yeah,
we got you on
appreciate
social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're welcome to kick it whenever you want to kick it, brother. We here.
So I
You
appreciate
know,
All
you.
right.
the studios
Hell yeah,
at
it's
too,
love.
brother. Like I said, this is where
Yeah.
I do most of the work
Yeah.
at with my
I'll
new
probably
Always
upcoming
come by
project,
here,
so
yeah.
I'll
You're
probably
going to
come
meet
through.
Risk. I don't know if you're still staying. We got to dip out,
I'm
but
doing a session right now after. So
if you're going to kick it with Sav, you'll meet Risk.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be here soon, right?
yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
be pulling up. I'm gonna order some food in the meantime. While I'm
Word,
waiting.
yeah, because we hungry.
Mhm.
We hungry. So we appreciate y'all for watching, man. You got something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say we gotta lock something in and do a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just
Yeah.
send me
He makes
some-
beats from
send
scratch
me,
too.
Send me an open for sure.
Okay.
I got you.
For sure. Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Like I said, make sure you guys like, follow, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notification bell so when we upload, you don't miss a video. Hit the description down below. Follow our links. You will find me. You will find Sav, and you will also find Guapo in this episode. So we appreciate y'all, man. We'll see you guys in the next episode for episode 27. We're
Yeah.
getting towards the end of this season, so you already know what's going on. We're gonna see y'all in the next one, man. Remember, the love is heavyweight, never light. Peace out.
Yeah, it's the Bruddaz Podcast.